Gonna try to do a short video for this 1-minute TANIKS kill guide. First off, if you're watching this on the day it is released, then Merry Christmas or Christmas Eve, depending what time you watch this and where you are in the world. If you're watching this in the future, well, come back on December 24th, okay? Anyway, moving on, let's talk about the video. So, as some of you may know, Deep Stone Crypt is the weekly feature raid right now, which means you can farm the red borders for each of the weapons in the raid the entire week, all week long, on any encounter. The problem is, it's only around now, and then one more week, I believe late January, before Lightfall, where you can farm these weapons out, and the weapon drop rate is like 2% for a red border, seemingly. From all the statistics I've seen, from the hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of run that I've seen, including doing runs myself, it is that low of a drop rate. So that being said, when you're farming something like TANIKS, you should want to optimize your time and be there as little as possible. So what do I mean by this? So you can kill TANIKS basically doing anything, right? You could do whatever weapons you want, whatever classes you want, etc. He's not that tanky. He's gonna die either way as long as you get to DPS. And that's cool. You can farm it that way if you'd like. That's fine. And that probably can take you 3, 4, 5 minutes, whatever it may be, right? But if you're farming these weapons, why wouldn't you want to do it in half that time? 2 minutes, 1 minute, etc. So that's what the video is about. So basically, this is an efficiency run for about like a 1 minute, 2 minute kill for TANIKS. All you need to do here is bring a rocket launcher and then either Thunder Crash, Well, or Blade Barrage. Why rockets? Well, basically, the way you can use rockets in this encounter, you pump out enough burst damage very, very quickly to the point where you can kill him in one teleport, give or take, or even no teleports if you're just cracked out of your mind. And you can save a bunch of time because of this. You can save half the time you are sitting here trying to get these red borders, and, well, time efficiency for farming stuff is good. So all you really need is a rocket such as Heathen's Vengeance. You can roll Overflow or Demo, or both, or Vorpal. You can roll Bump in the Night, which is craftable from the Crown of Sorrow. You can get Demo Chokelip, also really good. And you can use Hothead. Now, Hothead is not currently obtainable in the game, but I'm sure many people have them in their vaults or are already using them. All of these rockets are good. You don't have to use any of these, but I just wanted to mention those as recommendations. You could basically use whatever rocket you want. Now, worth noting, if you're using something like Hothead and you're on a Titan, combine it with Thunder Crash, and then use Font of Might to your advantage for more damage. All you have to do is keep a Dreg up at the end, or a Captain, whichever you'd like, and then have Elemental Ordnance on. By the way, you can do this on all classes. Elemental Ordnance, kill one enemy, make a well, wait for TANIKS to be in the middle, about to do DPS, pick up your well, and if you have time dilation on, you have like a good 20 seconds for your Font of Might. Pick it up, go in the DPS circle, now you have a ton more damage outing with your rockets. So if you're an Arc Titan, you have Hothead on, you get a 25% damage buff to your Hothead. By the way, if you're using Hothead, Clown Cartridge, and Field Prep, great roll, but you don't have to have that roll. You can use Explosive Light, Demo, whatever it may be. So for Hunters, same thing applies, except if you're using Hunter and you're using Blade Barrage, then use Heathen's Vengeance. If you don't have a Heathen's Vengeance, because you don't do Vault of Glass, but you do have a Hothead, then you can go on the Hunter Gathering Storm Pointy Stick thing. Do the same thing. You have Melee Wellmaker on, you punch a Dreg, get a Font Elemental Well, do the same thing. Warlocks, you can run any of these rockets, basically. It doesn't matter for you. You're going to be using Starfire here with Fusion Grenades. All you need is to have Starfire on, have Fusion Grenades on, anything that triggers Ignition Blasts, and then use any of the rockets. Me personally, Heathen's and Bump in the Night are two of the best for this because Heathen's can roll Overflow Demo, Overflow Vorpal, yada yada, and then you just go Rocket Nade, Rocket Nade, Rocket Nade, over and over non-stop until your rockets are gone or TANIKS is dead. Same thing with Bump in the Night, except you have Demo Chill Clip, and then you go Demo, shoot the rocket, throw your nade, shoot the rocket. Every time you're throwing a rocket, Chill Clip activates on TANIKS and does more damage because it's shattering instantly on a boss. So you're just combining more damage with your rocket, plus shatter, plus your fusion nade. And again, you can do this over and over and over because you have Demo until TANIKS is dead. You could do the same thing with Hothead, but I just mentioned the other two because they're kind of unique for this strat with Starfire. And I will say, if you have Heathen's Vengeance among all of these, that's the one you should use, just because you can make a Solar Font of Might Elemental Well, and then get extra damage out of it. So for Warlocks, you would have Elemental Ordnance on, just like Titans. Throw a Fusion Nade at literally anything before DPS starts, they instantly die, because that's how good they are. You pick up the well, go into the DPS bubble, pop your own well, and then go ham. Or maybe you have another Warlock in there, and you don't even pop your well, use their well, use your combos, and then when TANIKS tries to boop you up, you pop your own well back down, and you don't get booped, and you continue your combo, and keep blasting him in the face. Speaking of which, Titans, you can do the same thing with Thruster, or just straight up use Thunder Crash when he boops you. Slam in his face, get back in the well, GG. Hunters, you have dodges. Just literally dodge as he tries to push you, and you'll be fine. Just don't stand under his butthole, and you won't get zapped and killed, and you'll be fine. Final thing I want to mention is, the best part about this is that you don't need Divinity at all, whatsoever. Just run a GL in your kinetic slot, or have somebody run with a Horde in one of their slots, and you can run whatever you want, crafted weapons, whatever it may be. And that's it. Just shoot your rockets and your nades, he dies, 1 minute, 2 minute clear, rinse, repeat, much faster farm than something like, let's say, linears or any other kind of precision weapon. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying linears or anything else are terrible at TANIKS. Like I mentioned at the beginning, they can absolutely get him killed. It's just that rockets are convenient for this because of their high burst damage in very, very short amount of time. So that's it. If you enjoyed the video, like, share, subscribe. It does help the channel, and I'll catch you guys in the next video or on stream, where I'll be doing more DSC farms and trying to not cry at the same time. Alright, catch you in the next video.